we're down to the last 10 minutes, folks. I want to thank you guys for being on so long. I know I originally thought it was going to be an hour, but I realized that when you guys wanted to add, talking about the controversies and stuff, that it was going to take a little bit longer. So thank you, everybody, for your patience. Thank you, Jacques and Roxanne. And if, I'm sorry to everybody trying to get their questions in. You have to recognize that I literally can only see about 6 paragraphs worth of stuff in the chat room. I'm not trying to ignore you. So calm down, everybody. This is the first time I've ever heard anybody doing this. It's not like I, haven't been doing these shows forever. So I recognize that things are tense in the movement right now, and I recognize that you guys are upset, but it needs to stop. I'm not doing this for my health. So.
Oh, I just wanted to mention one more thing. I know there's a lot of blame that's gone on Andrew Buxton, and it shouldn't. He's not the cause of anything. He's just stating what he feels is more accurately portray the notions of the Venus Project. He hasn't made us do anything, and he knows more about this direction than a lot of people, and he's worked with us, and he's seen a lot of Jacques' designs and all the technical aspects. And when we send him a design, we also show him the technical aspects of how it works and how it goes together. So he knows a lot more of what's happening behind the scenes here at the Venus Project. So he was presenting what he understood of this direction, which was pretty accurate.
Where does that come from? Because his face isn't on everything? I have no idea. I have done nothing but religiously promoted the Venus Project from the very, very beginning. And the idea, the complication itself doesn't exist. And this is why all Roxanne had to do was say, we're sorry, Jacques was just having a bad day. But this goes to show that there's a lot of bullshit that's being fed to Jacques about, oh, Peter Joseph's ego, and he won't be Jacques and replace Jacques, or something like rhetoric that I see coming from people like Andrew Buxton and other people that are close to the Venus Project that I feel they've been feeding Jacques bullshit.
All right. Yeah, I think a lot of people have been looking for somebody to blame, and it's obvious that it's just a matter of miscommunication, and obviously, that you guys have already stated you're willing to extend the olive branch and talk to Peter, and then at that point, I think that's where people need to step back and let you guys who've been friends now for years work this out, and that's why I keep telling people to stop feeding the fire or feeding the drama, because there's too many people here that are taking interest in this, and of course the trolls are having a hell of a laugh at our expense because of the way some people are behaving. So
well, I don't know how anyone else feels, but I think somebody's been whispering in Jacques and Roxanne's ear and not something good about the Zeitgeist movement, Peter.
That's a very astute observation. I won't get into it much more, but you're not very far from the truth.
No, thank you. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's kind of what I was getting at. I mean, does it matter at this point in terms of resolution whether or not this entire event was instigated? Because there's been some behavior that I've been keeping an eye on that leads me to believe that this entire situation could have been avoided and could still be resolved.
I think it's.
Hey, can you guys hear me at all?
Well, let me go back to that.
Continue.
Is that what Thunder said about somebody whispering in people's ear is not that off the mark. This is what I said in the little brief meeting that we had before this meeting, and I told people, turn on your critical and analytical thinking skills, because there are people who wanted Peter out of the picture so that they could have that position.
That's fear-based and not necessarily proven.
No, it's not. I have evidence. Go research it yourself.
Yeah, I have a feeling if VTV would mention it, that it would be just more of a conspiracy than actually something more valuable.
If you have others, that's a different story.
What I just said was based on conversations I've had with people involved, including Roxanne. I don't want to be the person to start a witch hunt. What I want you guys to do is to just start being very aware of the people who are talking to you about this and just turn on your brain. That's the best defense. I'm not going to start a war here. You can figure it out for yourself if you pay very close attention to what's going on.
It's incredibly obvious, actually.
Now you see something? You know you done fucked up, right?
No! I said no! I said I pulled into the garage at...
You know you done fucked up, right?
No!
So I wrote a blog about this, which you can read at v-radio.org by clicking blog. And I'm going to go ahead and read it to you here. It's not that long, but it's entitled "The Zeitgeist Movement is Not Going Anywhere." Seriously, people, calm down. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I want to make sure I open the chat room. See if anybody's in there. Oh, wow, a lot of people are in there. Hello, folks. Welcome to V-Radio. Okay. Basically, one of the reasons I wanted to do a show segment about this is I wanted to get this information out to as many people as possible because I'm getting a little bit tired of there just being more hysteria and not more rational thinking about the topic. But I'm going to go ahead and read the blog. Recently, there have been some disagreements between Peter Joseph and the Venus Project, and now my research on the Troll documentary gets more data in the form of all of the people spreading hysteria that this will mean the movement will somehow fold. Okay, so don't contribute to the hysteria. People are trying to do a psyop right now. They're trying, you've seen Psywar. Right now, there are people trying to essentially pull the same kind of garbage you see in the economic hitman work. They're trying to get everybody to panic or to get everybody to think a certain thing that just is not true.
There is a question about an official spokesperson. We have no official spokespeople. There was one person that asked us if he could be an official spokesperson a long time ago, so he felt he could have more credibility with that, and we just said yes, but there ended up being a lot of problems with that along the way. So we just asked this person not to use that name. So we do not have any official spokespeople.